Let's get into it. 4 o'clock. Very excited. We're rapping about the Lions, and it's a little bit of a hater's ball. Meaning, if you've listened to this show, you know I'm optimistic about this team. I think they're going to win 8 games. I think they have an upside. And I'm bought in on Brad Holmes and the vision of what they're building. I'm bought in on Dan Campbell, maybe not stylistically, but the connectivity he has with his team. If you're not, I want to know what it will take for you to turn. I want to know what it'll take for you to get on board. Now, understand, this cannot be a conversation where you go, well, they got to win a Super Bowl. No, I'm asking what it would take for you to believe in the direction of the team, believe that it's a product worth watching, and believe that they have the right people in place. That's what I need. And again, you can set whatever barometers you want, but when you call up with zany stuff, like we had a guy call up, and Rico, you remember this guy, well, I got to sweep the division or it's not real. Well, no one sweeps the division. Okay, great. Cure world hunger while you're at it.
Yeah.
So really search your soul here. 248-539-9797. Now, Rico's got a pretty high bar to clear, and I'm not in the business of convincing him otherwise. But for me, I'm already bought in. Rico is not. So therefore, Rico, what will it take for you to buy in?
I need consistency. I need for you to have a fast start and finish this thing all the way to the end and get to the playoffs. And I'll take a playoff victory, but at least maybe even host a game wild card weekend. I need to see something more than what I have seen all of my life watching this team. I've seen the fast start. I've seen the 6-2. I've seen the 4-0. I've seen all of that stuff. And in the end, it's the same story every time. You want to show me this is different and you want me to buy into this thing, do something different. Can sustain this, get to the playoffs, and win a playoff game. We shouldn't be coming up on the 30-year reunion of your last playoff victory.
Okay. That basically sums that up. So listen, let's hear from the people. We've had people hanging on for a while. I want to get to the calls, and the haters' ball is open. If you do not buy in, I want you to call, and I want to hear what it'll take for you to buy in. That's it. Let's go to Dale. Let's see where he's at. What's up, Dale?
What's going on, fellas?
Hey,
Big
Dale.
fan of the
How you
show.
doing,
I really
Dale?
like the work you're doing. I'm good.
Appreciate it, man.
So I really got kind of 2 ideas that I need the Lions to accomplish. One's a little bigger than the other. I need them to be dedicated to running the football throughout the season, and not fall into old habits of throwing the ball 50, 60 times a game. Granted, our personnel is different than when Stafford was here, but I need to see them run the ball throughout the season. And then secondly, I need DeAndre Swift to run for 1,000 yards. I need to know that he's the guy that, we're going to have as our feature running back, because to me, if he gets injured again, he's leaning closer to Javid Best and not a feature running back.
Well, you know how I feel about DeAndre and this O-line, and I think the only thing that could hold him back would be injuries. Other than that, I think he could put up an 1,800-yard total scrimmage season. I think he's a top 3 back in the league. So, look, there's nothing I can say about DeAndre that I haven't already said, and Rico will tell you the same, that he's going to get hurt.
No,
Frankly,
Mike, no.
I don't have a leg to stand on because he's already dinged up.
And neither does he.
Oh, come on. That's a penalty, even though we're not broadcasting in the same locale.
No.
Disgraceful.
You threw right down the middle of the thing.
I know. Damn it.
I mean, that's the only thing that's going to stop him back. He's one of those people. It's like, I think I just heard Evans talking about Christian McCaffrey's hurt again. Like, certain guys, the biggest enemy is themselves. They're when they're playing and they're healthy, they're at the top of their game. I'm hoping he stays injury-free. I like what I'm seeing out of 32. I like the fact that he is the engine that's driving this offense. And that's one of the things. If he stays healthy the entire year, Mike, I would gladly tell you how wrong I was, because that means that this team has won a lot. I'll tell you that over the dinner that I owe you, and hopefully they'll be in the playoffs and they'll win a game. And at that point, I may go out and get a foam engine hat.
This town would, all I know is this town would go bananas if we got to Thanksgiving against the Bills and there's stuff on the line, that this team was surprisingly good. And
How
that's
about
all
we
I
get to
want.
Thanksgiving against the Bills, and it's just not a foregone conclusion?
It might be tough, man. The Bills look like a damn spaceship.
That may
but I
happen
get where-
anyway.
No.
What do you mean?
The Bills just may be that good to where it doesn't matter how
Yeah.
good the Lions are.
No. But I'm saying, but the Lions, well, they got a puncher's chance where you're like, you know what? They can do this, and it's Thanksgiving. Both teams coming off of a short week, but Lions are at home. You never know. But we're a ways away from that.
No, we are. Let's go to Nick.
We are
No,
on to Minnesota.
That's it, man. Nick, what's going on?
Hi, fellas.
Hey.
Hey, I just want to say I appreciate you guys. The whole 97.1, all the shows. It gets through my day, so you guys get me through the day.
Well,
Appreciate it.
thank you, Nick. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yes, sir. It's funny because earlier in the show, by the way, the sweep the division, a little outlandish, I would say. But rather, though, I was almost going to agree with Rico, win the playoffs, whatnot. And then I started thinking, and I guess we got to keep the expectations too, but, I think simple as what we've seen last week, if we can keep on capitalizing and not letting off, we could have lost that game last week. There's plenty of times where that's where it's happened. We lose the close games. I think if we keep capitalizing on wins like that, even little things like the quarterbacks we're facing this year, get some wins against some of these good quarterbacks in the league. I think if we keep that, get 10 wins, I would be happy with it.
And you'd be
I
bought in
definitely
on the
think we
future
need-
of the team, but they got to get to 10, right? That's where you're at?
I wouldn't even say exactly that. I would like to see some of these close games won. Even if we made it to let's say if we go with Rico and made it to the playoffs, I
Oh,
think
my God.
we're built. I think we're built to. We got to win that first game either way. But I think that's exceeding the expectations.
I gotta
If we
tell you
get
something.
there, then hallelujah for the Lions.
I gotta tell you something, and I am not predicting it, and I appreciate the call, Nick. I'm not saying you're going to the playoffs. I can't say that. It's 2 weeks. You could get throttled this weekend. It's a process. I'm just saying, if you did, you're built to win a playoff game because your running game is something very few teams in football are going to be able to handle. Full stop. That part I will guarantee you.
Yeah, but Mike, here's the thing. I would say the opposite, and I know we're really getting ahead of ourselves.
I know it's great, isn't it?
In the playoffs, you got to be able to make stops. You can't win shootouts. The team with the best offense does not win the Super
It's
Bowl.
overrated.
The touchdown play is overrated. Let me write this one down.
Erroneous. 248-539-9797. Let's go to Jim, 97.1. What's up, Jim?
How's it going, guys?
Hey, man.
Good, Jimmy. What's up?
For me to buy into this Detroit Lions franchise, I'm going to need to see a lot. First, I'm going to need to see a division championship. Next, I'm going to need to see a playoff win. Not only does this need to happen this year, this also needs to happen next year as well. For me to truly and personally buy into this team, that's what I need to see. If I don't see that, I'm out.
So just so we're clear, you need them to do something essentially they've never done and that next to no teams in the NFL do.
Yeah.
Like winning the division back-to-back years and winning playoff games back-to-back years. You're the best team in football at that point.
For the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I mean, what?
Some people,
try, man.
Some people set the bar higher than others.
No. Some people put the bar out of reach because they're scared. They're scared to love again. That's really what this comes down to.
Well,
no,
see, no,
it's
and
serious.
I think it's
he's
not
scared. He's scared to give love a chance.
It's not to give love a chance. It's you've hurt me so much. You need to show up with not just flowers, but with candy and a trip around the world and a new car. I need it all because you've hurt me too bad.
Get over it. 248-539-9797. Come on. I mean, some people with it. You know what it is, though, Rico? If that's what it's going to take for you to buy in, go root for a different team. Truthfully. Because like when you call up and you say they got to win the division back-to-back years and win playoff games for, quote, me to believe in the direction of the franchise, you're setting the bar for something that just isn't going to happen.
Right.
It's just not. It's so hard to do that.
Because,
like the 49ers, that's hard to do it. They're one of the best organizations in the league.
But you got to remember, this is just a fragile, scarred fan base, Mike.
Oh,
and for
God's sakes, the Lions didn't bang your girlfriend, okay? Get over it.
Well, they might as well to some people because that's how deep the hurt is. That they're like, oh, my goodness, you cause pain. You ruin so many things. Seriously, the Lions are a family member because they have ruined many a Thanksgiving Day meal. They might as well be sitting at the table with your family. Because
then get rid of the family member.
But they can't.
You did.
All right, but most fans will.
David did too.
Because you're from Detroit,
But
they
we're
feel
not real fans,
right. Because you're from Detroit, you have to be obligated to root for the team, or else you're not a real Detroiter. I've heard that before.
If you get to a point, first of all, you were born in Southwest Detroit, and you've offered to hire people you know to go get your money from Rieger. You're as Detroit as it gets. Are you kidding me? That's out of a movie.
Hey, man, all I learned a long time ago, you always have friends in high places and low places. You never know when you're going to need them.
I mean, that's true. People, this guy can call MSU and get a logo changed. He can also call and have your debt bought. That qualifies.
Yeah, but yet and still, people keep messing with me. Go ahead, David. What you got?
Oh, my God. What's the problem? I'm not messing with you. I'm having a good time.
Not you. I'm having a great time.
Oh, I'm not in the same room with you. Like, no. I didn't know if it was directed my way.
No.
David, few ticket texts?
Oh, my gosh, this is great right now.
What's the problem? What am I missing?
Nothing. You're not missing anything, Mike. This topic is bringing out so much, okay? People are texting in, flirt with the playoffs. That's Mike in Detroit, so all he needs is just
Mike,
a flirt.
That's a fair standard. Fair.
Someone else is saying, I'll buy in when 1 p.m. Lions games gets flexed to a primetime spot.
I like that. Late season? Yeah, I like that.
Devin from Detroit, I need to see better game management from Campbell. That's been my concern since he got hired. Someone else says, I need meaningful games in December for me to buy in.
Love it. Love it. Reasonable, right? Reasonable.